Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this 13 Plus FastCast. I'm Rebecca Taylor. The big story of the day is Veterans Day. And Veterans Day is officially tomorrow, but today was a great day for a parade to celebrate veterans. Our Dan Maries was MC for today's Tucson Veterans Day parade. The parade included a military flyover, an honor guard, taps, and of course military members from different American Legion posts from around Arizona. We talked to several veterans. One told us that Veterans Day is a time to remember not just his service, but the others who served with him. And of course, we want to thank all of our military men and women for their service. Today's parade comes on the day that we celebrate the birth of the Marines. The Continental Congress established the Marines on November 10, 1775, leading up to the American Revolution. Congress ordered the creation of the United States Marine Corps in 1798 and ordered that it served under the Secretary of the Navy. And President Joe Biden is using the holiday to announce new measures to protect veterans. He's expected to announce that all World War II veterans are eligible for no-cost health care under the Department of Veterans Affairs. He's also expected to announce expanded care for costs associated with Parkinson's disease. The administration will also unveil new steps to protect veterans and their families from scams. The White House says that scams cost veterans and the military more than $400 million last year. Part of this new effort will be educating veterans on what to look for to protect themselves from scams. Whatever your plans are on Veterans Day tomorrow, remember that the Arizona Wildcats play their first game of the season as a ranked team. They travel to Colorado to play the Buffaloes. Kickoff is at noon. The Wildcats are coming off an upset win last week against UCLA, which helped them make the case for being ranked. The win also made the Wildcats bowl eligible. Arizona defeated the Buffaloes last season here in Tucson by a score of 43-20. And let's bring in Corey now for a look at the weather. We couldn't have asked for a better day for a parade.
No better day for a parade. I mean, good vibes, with the weather as well with Arizona football. Fall is certainly here. I mean, yesterday the chill was unmistakable, but you'll be surprised to know how long it's been since it was cool as it was yesterday in Tucson. Let's take a look now at that graphic there. Yeah, 73. So here's my reaction to it.
Look at that smile.
Yeah, very, very happy with the 73. So I'm a Northeast guy, so I'm definitely used to the cold. That is my climate naturally. So 73, very, very cool, 5 below average. That was our coolest low or high temperature in Tucson since April 5th, 218 days ago. And it led to very cool morning temperatures. So this is what we had for the low this morning. I mean, look at that. 44 as the low in Tucson, 37 Wilcox, 33 in the small town near the New Mexico border, 31 in Douglas. We didn't expect it to get that cool in Douglas. 33 in Nogales. I mean, look at those lows. Some places got right around freezing, and today's low, 44, well, that's the coolest low since, well, the day after of the coolest low, or coolest high for Tucson yesterday. So April 6th, 217 days ago. So the high yesterday was the coolest since April 6th, or 5th. The low was the coolest since April 6th. So yeah, it's been since early April that we've really felt temperatures this cool. And how about today? A very similar story, very cool, 71 degrees. We're only expecting temperatures to get maybe a degree or two warmer than that. 64 Sierra Vista, 74 in Casa Grande, so hour by hour. Yeah, sticking around the low to mid-70s over the next hour or so. Then by the time, rush hour and dinner time rolls around, should be in the mid-60s. Then at around 9 o'clock with a bit of cloud cover coming in. Not really anything that would impact us in terms of rainfall, just a bit of cloud cover by 9 p.m. Through the evening hours should get down to the low 60s. So here is your forecast now for the weekend. Just a tad warmer, getting up to 81 in Tucson on Sunday, but still very nice temperatures, mid-80s in Phoenix on Sunday, still in the 60s this weekend in Wilcox, 68-72 on Sunday for Sierra Vista, and 74-78 for your weekend in Nogales. And overall, here's your temperature trend. Yeah, remaining fall-like. I mean, just peaking in the low 80s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we're right back down to the mid to low 70s by the time later next week rolls around. let's switch gears now to our radar. Yeah, you see a little action to our east teasing us because we would love to have a little bit of that precipitation and rain, and even look at that little snow going on in the higher elevations. If we zoom in, yeah, we're not really getting anything, just a little bit of cloud cover in the eastern portion, the northeastern portion of the state, but nothing in the way of any rain, and we really do need it. So here's our drought map, and it is covered pretty much the entire state with any semblance of any drought. So the darker the red, the worse the drought is, and you can really see where that is to the east into New Mexico, as well to the south near the international border, as well as in the Phoenix metro, seem to be dealing with the worst of those drought concerns due to the really dry monsoon and early end to monsoon we've had, leading to a dry fall. And that's why 4 months ago, after the very wet winter and spring we had in the middle of monsoon, before the dry monsoon really kicked in, we didn't really have any drought concerns, but right after monsoon a month ago, we had those drought concerns, and they've only gotten worse with how dry fall has been. So yeah, 57 in moderate, 35 in severe, 6 in extreme, none in exceptional. We're hoping none of us can get to that level. But there may be some relief on the way. So this is through Monday. We have a little system that's going to try to nose its way in. You can see that green trying to get its way into southeastern portions of the state. This would be Sunday night in through Monday, but really not going to do a whole lot for us, and not really anything noteworthy in terms of rain until, oh yeah, look at that. That's filling in nicely. Very widespread rainfall. So this would be later next week. I mean, we zoom in to see what those rainfall totals could be. Yeah,
not
on the
bad.
order of, half an inch. I mean, that would not be bad at all. We certainly need it on the order of a half an inch for many spots. So we're certainly tracking that system. And overall in Tucson, the odds of seeing some rain during that time, so 20% would be Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday would be 40, and then into Friday, 30%. So, yeah, those are some odds, higher odds than we've seen, because 0 is what we've been seeing. So, yeah, if you do the math, 30 and 40, definitely higher than 0.
Yeah.
And 6 to 10 day outlook, which is into next week and next weekend, that's in that 4th layer of green. So that is actually the highest layer of green that they give, which means that's how far above average rainfall-wise they expect us to be later next week into next weekend, which only confirms our suspicions that we could have some rainfall possible later into next week, which is something we really need. Now let's take a look at those winds, right? Maybe a bit gusty into this weekend in through Monday, gusting up to 20 miles per hour, so we're tracking that as well, but nothing too crazy in terms of wind. So yeah, windy Sunday and Monday. We see that cloud cover build up by mid next week into possibly maybe some rain by later next week. That's something I'm looking forward to, as well as those temperatures really settling those fall-like temps, with only peaking at 82 Monday and Tuesday.
Do you think we're done with the triple digits and the 90s?
I have a feeling we're done with the triple digits. 90s,
Maybe.
we should be done with the 90s. The 90s, at this point in the year, it's very difficult to see 90s. So I believe the latest 90-degree day Tucson has seen is sometime in late November. I think it's November 27th, but don't quote me on that. It's sometime then. So 90s would be tough. I can't rule it out, but as of now, we're not going to expect to see anything close to 90 degrees. So
Wishful thinking.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Corey, thank you. Lawmakers in Washington are preparing for a possible government shutdown. Funding for the government runs out on November 17th unless a deal can be reached by that time. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer started the process to bring a government funding bill to the floor to try and avoid a possible shutdown. That is a backup measure in the event the House cannot pass a continuing resolution to fund the government until a longer funding measure can be passed. This is the second time in 2 months the government is preparing for a possible shutdown. A new report shows Americans are becoming more uneasy about the economy. The Consumer Sentiment Report dropped 5% this month from October. That was the 4th consecutive month of a decline. Experts say high interest rates and the ongoing wars in Ukraine and Israel appear to be the cause of the rising negativity. The report indicates younger and lower income people are feeling the economic pressure at an even faster rate. And talk about good karma. You're going to love this story. A Virginia woman, her name is Brianna Mills, was standing in line to check out at the grocery store when she noticed the person in front of her was having a tough time paying. Mills decided to help the person out and pay for that person's groceries as well. Well, on her way out of the store, Mills bought a scratch-off lottery ticket and won $15,000. She took a picture of herself holding the ticket in front of a rainbow outside. Congratulations to her. And before we leave, we want to show you one more live look from outside. It's a beautiful day today and a beautiful weekend on tap. Thanks for watching this 13 Plus News FastCast. Be sure to watch our next FastCast right here this evening at 7:30. I'm Rebecca Taylor. Have a great day.